Hello there, Stevos, and good morning. It is Monday morning, Monday the 30th of October 2023. I'm just about to turn off my fan, which I've had on overnight for background noise. I'm just about to open my curtains, and whoo, it's looking a bit bright out there for my liking. Bit bright out there this morning, a little bit cloudy as well, and pretty damp. Anyway, I've started off my Monday morning by catching up on tonight's episode of EastEnders over on BBC iPlayer. Obviously, they get released early, Monday to Thursday mornings from 6 AM. So I've caught up with tonight's episode. What an ending! No spoilers from me, but what an ending! And I've also just been watching some episodes of The Simpsons on Disney Plus on my Galaxy Tab S7 Plus device as well. And I've just been checking to see what's been happening in the world of social media as well, which, to be honest, not a lot. All I know at the moment is that the SAG-AFTRA strike is still going ahead. It's still going on, at the moment in America. So obviously the actors from the world of film and TV are still striking over pay and artificial intelligence and the future of that and stuff like that, and streaming residues as well. However, those studios have been meeting up with them, and so far things are progressing really well, and fingers crossed there might be a deal that might be struck very soon. I will let you guys know in this week's vlog at some point if a deal has been struck between Hollywood and the actors' unions as well. So there we go. Right, anyway, on this Monday morning right now, I'm just about to grab some clothes and jump into the bathroom. Not literally jump into the bathroom, but go into the bathroom to go and have a shower and get dressed and start off my Monday morning. Just before I got in the shower, I also had a shave as well. I forgot to mention that in the beginning part of the vlog, but I have now showered, I've got changed, and I'm currently exporting the vlog from last week, weekly vlog 179, onto my iMac at the moment. As soon as that's been exported, I'm then going to upload it to YouTube, ready for its 4 PM release, which will be later this evening. But by the time you guys see this video, vlog 179 will already be out there for you guys to watch, or you may have watched it if you have already seen it, and if so, massive thank you for watching. In this washing basket right here is obviously my dirty laundry that obviously I've been collecting over the last few days. Now, given the fact that I'm not working this week and I'm not back at work until Tuesday next week, this does include my work uniform that I've been wearing over the past weekend. But I just thought it would be better for me to go downstairs right now and put that into the washing machine and then get it dried either in the tumble dryer, probably in the tumble dryer because I think it is going to be raining later this morning. But I just thought it would be easier for me to get all my work uniform washed and ready for me to wear when I go back to work next Tuesday, rather than worry about it a little bit later on in the week. So I'm going to go downstairs and put my washing in the washing machine right now. Now that last week's weekly vlog has been exported to my iMac, I'm currently uploading it to my YouTube channel, ready for its 4 PM release today on October 30th, 2023. Squelch, squelch, squelch. Ew, ew, ew. This grass is very wet because it's been raining proper damn hard last night and yesterday, but I'm currently on the backfield at the moment, taking Simba. Where is he? He's there somewhere. There he is. There he is, right there. I'm taking him for his first walk of the day around the backfield. Oh God, I don't know if you can see that very well, but there's a massive puddle over there. I better move over to the other side of the field. Ew, ooh. Can you hear that? It's squelchy. And it's all, oop. I could have fell now. Whoa, could have fell. There we go. Oh, now my feet are all wet. Ugh, all the water's like sucking into my shoes, getting my socks all wet. Lovely. Anyway, taking Simba for his first walk of the day around a very wet backfield on this Monday morning. So, just got back from taking Simba for his first walk of the day around the backfield, and I've just made myself a flask of tea. Look how strong that flask of tea looks. Look how strong that brew is. And this is what I've got for my breakfast today. I've got some chocolatey squares cereal. little bit like last Halloween, if you guys have been watching my vlogs since last year, or you know, if you're a loyal viewer of my vlogs, you'll know that last year at Halloween I spent Halloween with my friends Damon and Kim, and this year is no different. I am going to be meeting up with Damon and Kim tomorrow, 31st of October, Halloween, and we are going to be spending the day together watching some movies that we have picked ourselves to watch. There is actually a horror film that I've discovered recently which I believe Damon and Kim haven't seen before, and I am going to get their thoughts on the film as well. It's a movie called Sissy, and it's a film that I came across about a month or two ago. It's actually a Shudder original, and believe it or not, it is available to buy and rent as well through digital platforms like Google Play, Google TV, Amazon Prime Video, etc. Or it's also available to watch via the streaming service Shudder as well. Now, I'm not going to lie, I have purchased 3 Shudder original films that I have really enjoyed watching and would happily watch over and over again. And because I don't have a Shudder subscription, I thought to myself that I would buy these films to buy and keep. Now, I bought them on Google TV, and in a way I'm kind of glad that I did, but at the same time I'm kind of annoyed that I did as well, because I discovered that they were available to buy and rent on Google TV. They were actually available to buy for $7.99, so I bought them through Google TV because it's a little bit cheaper. I then found out yesterday that they're also available to buy and rent through Amazon Prime Video, the place where I usually buy my movies digitally. But however, it does cost a couple of quid more. It's $9.99 for the films to buy and keep them. So in a way I'm kind of glad, because I did save a little bit of money by buying them through Google TV, but at the same time I'm kind of annoyed because the place where I would usually buy my movies digitally, you know, they were available there to buy as well. So yeah, so I don't know, I'm a bit 50-50 on it. But however though, I have brought them to buy and keep. So I brought Sissy to buy and keep because it is a really good horror movie. It's an Australian horror movie, really good film. Also as well, I brought Deadstream as well, which funnily enough I watched last night after I wrapped up my last weekly vlog that I did. So I watched that last night. Really good film. I've watched it about 3 times now since it got released last year. I remember watching it for the first time on my own, really enjoyed it. Then I watched it with Damon and Kim last year, again, really enjoyed it. And then I watched it for the first time this year, last night, and again, really enjoyed it. It's probably going to be one of those movies that I watch every year at Halloween, because it's just a horror comedy movie that you just can't take too seriously. So yeah, and the other film that I did get as well, which I've only seen once, but I enjoyed it the first time around, and no doubt I'm going to enjoy it again when I watch it on my own, is a movie called Influencer, which I watched earlier this year with Damon and Kim as well, which I really did enjoy. So I brought to keep that one as well through Google TV. So I'm definitely going to give that one a watch. Maybe I might give it a watch later this afternoon or something. But there we go. But I'll talk about Deadstream and Influencer a little bit more in detail in my movie wrap-up video, which is available to watch right now on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. So if you've not yet checked that video out, then feel free to check it out, because it is available for you guys to watch right now. Watch it straight after this vlog. But in the meantime though, I do want to say that I have messaged, Damon has messaged me to ask me what time am I meeting up with him tomorrow. So I've just replied back saying, as I'm not working tomorrow because I've got the week off, I'm going to meet up with him at my usual time that I would usually meet up with him on my day off, which is around about 10:10 tomorrow morning. So really am looking forward to meeting up with Damon and Kim, and really looking forward to spending my second Halloween with them as well. So I enjoyed spending Halloween with them last year, so no doubt I'm going to enjoy spending Halloween with them again this year as well. So yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that, and I will be bringing my vlogging camera with me, and I will vlog some of that content for you guys to see in the weekly vlog. That's coming up very, very shortly in this episode of the weekly vlog. Just updating my alarms on my phone, and I've just turned off the one for 10:45, which is what I would usually have on, so that obviously I get notified when it's my time to finish work on a Tuesday and Wednesday. And obviously down here as well, 11:45 is when I normally finish at the weekend, which for this week I'm gonna turn off. There we go, it's now switched off. So it says turn back on for the 5th of November, but no, we're not doing that for the time being, because that's this weekend. So there we go. So that is all switched off. I've also got as well my alarms over on my iPad as well. So I'm just going to put my password in there, and then go into my clock and go into alarms. And obviously up here, as you can see, 4:56, 4:58 and 5 AM. I'm going to turn those alarms off right there. So there we go. Oh, nearly. There we go. So that's turned off. And then where's my 7 o'clock alarm? There's no 7 o'clock alarm. Okay, well, I'm going to set this to 7, and I'm going to set it for every day of the week, because I'm going to wake up at 7 o'clock, I think, each day this week, like I usually do when I'm on holiday from work. So there we go. So that is my alarms set on my iPad right here. I'm going to put my iPad on charge soon, because it's on 18% battery at the moment, so it needs to be put on charge. All I need to do now is just go over to my Galaxy Tab S7 Plus device and turn my alarms off over there, which I'll do very, very shortly. Monday night, and I've not long got back from the cinema. I went and watched Trolls Band Together, which I would have spoken about in my movie wrap-up video, which is available for you guys to watch now on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. So if you've not yet checked out last week's episode of the movie wrap-up, feel free to check it out after this week's weekly vlog has ended. This episode has ended. But what I will say though is it wasn't really a great movie going experience for me, because I swear, right, I swear the kids were off school last week. So me thinking Monday kids will go back to school, cinema will be dead, I'll go to the cinema, I'll go and watch Trolls Band Together. No, I mean, I went and watched it, but there was a screening full of kids that were accompanied by adults. I was probably the only adult in that screening that did not have a child with them. You know, sometimes I think to myself, I think now that I'm coming to a new age, I'm getting to the grand old age of 27 years old, maybe it's time I finally found my one true love, settled down with her, and have a kid together, or a couple of kids, because that way I can go to a family-friendly movie and not look like a fool, where I'm the only adult in the screening that doesn't have a child with them. You know, I'll be happily there, proud dad, you know, with a child next to me that I can call my own, and just happily watch a film and not be ashamed to go in and watch the film, because I'll have a child with me, and I'll be able to come out the cinema and happily review it on Letterboxd and all of that, and just go, yeah, my kid had a great time watching this too. You know? Anyway, oh dear. Anyway, I'll give you my thoughts on Trolls Band Together in my movie wrap-up video, which is separate from this vlog, of course. But yeah, can I just say as well, I mean, to be honest, I could kind of fit in really, because, you know, I was sat right at the far back, in the far corner, where I usually would sit when I go to the cinema and watch a film. And I honestly thought no one was going to sit next to me. Turns out there was a woman, a mum, with her. I think she had 2 kids with her, and she sat right next to me, and her kids sat right next to her. So, yeah, I don't know. It kind of felt a bit awkward watching that film. Oh, man. Oh god. Well, anyway, I'll give you my thoughts on Trolls Band Together in a separate YouTube video, which is my movie wrap up for this past week, okay, which I believe will be episode 4. So if you've not yet checked out episode 4 of Steve's movie wrap up, then feel free to check out after this week's vlog has ended. I also went off to KFC after the cinema. I decided to go to KFC in Castle Point, and this is what I had at KFC in Castle Point. I had a gravy mega box, something which I've not had in a very long time, which included a chicken fillet, boneless chicken fillet, a chicken bone, I guess, and 2 hot wings with some fries. I also had some gravy as well, which I usually use to dip my fries in, and I also had a large Pepsi Max as well. So that is what I had at KFC in Castle Point today. And I've just found out, by the way, on social media that Blumhouse have got, well, they've got 2 movies coming out so far next year. One which is called Night Swim, which I'm really looking forward to. We did get a teaser trailer for that about a couple of weeks ago now, and the teaser trailer has intrigued me to watch it when the film comes out in January next year. But there's another movie that Blumhouse are making next year, which comes out in March, called Imaginary. Now, apparently, according to the plot synopsis, there's no actual film footage behind this film. It is literally where viewers are asked to close their eyes whilst the film is on in the background and imagine the plot to the film. So it's basically a movie with no movie. Oh man. 2024. I'm buckling up for 2024 because I think it's just going to be a bloody wild ride from start to finish. Anyway. Wow. Anyway, I'm going to be having some dinner soon, so I will show you guys what I've got for dinner in the next scene of this week's weekly vlog. So, Monday night, and I've just had a phone call with my granddad because I forgot to call him last night. But I decided to give him a call tonight just to see how he's been doing this past week and what he's been up to and stuff. So, my uncle is going to be in the UK from around about 12 o'clock midday tomorrow. He's flying from Australia as we speak to the UK. And then he's staying with my granddad for a couple of weeks. I am planning to see my uncle in the next week or so, because he's down for the next 2 weeks here in the UK. So I am going to see him, which I'm really looking forward to seeing. It's been a very long time. He's been living in Australia since the UK went into lockdown, basically. Back in 2020, he's been living over in Australia. He's married, and yeah, so he's got a really nice life over in Australia, but he's coming back to the UK obviously to visit old friends and catch up with my granddad and my stepnan, and he's going to catch up with me as well, because I did say that I was going to go and visit him for the day, which I'm going to do a little bit later on in November, which I'm really looking forward to. So I have asked my granddad about when I can next stay over, so hopefully we'll be able to arrange for me to come over again at some point, maybe towards the end of November, but I'll let you guys know maybe a little bit more later on down the line as to if that's going to happen or not, because my granddad's waiting for a hospital appointment and stuff, so all depends on that really. But also as well, right, I've just found out, well, I've known for a little while, but over on BBC iPlayer, and actually this is from now pretty much, but from the 1st of November, basically almost every single episode of Doctor Who that is available in the world is going to be put on the BBC iPlayer to celebrate 60 years of Doctor Who. And obviously later this month, from the 25th of November and then the 2nd of December, 9th of December, the BBC are airing 3 brand new episodes of Doctor Who starring David Tennant as the 14th Doctor, which will then be passed over to Nishiti Gatwa for the 15th Doctor at Christmas. But to celebrate 60 years, they're putting all the episodes, even the classic episodes of Doctor Who, on BBC iPlayer from 1963 all the way up to 2023, pretty much. So obviously you can expect adventures from William Hartnell, the first Doctor, Patrick Troughton, the second Doctor. You got John Pertwee as the third Doctor, Tom Baker as the fourth Doctor, Pete Davison as the fifth Doctor, Colin Baker as the sixth, Sylvester McCoy as the seventh, and then Paul McGann as the eighth Doctor. And then obviously you've got Christopher Eccleston as the 9th, David Tennant as the 10th, Matt Smith as the 11th, Peter Capaldi as the 12th, Jodie Whittaker as the 13th, and then David Tennant again as the 14th. And then obviously Nashiti Gatwa as the 15th from Christmas onwards. But I've just seen a tweet on Twitter by the BBC press office that says, "It's official, Doctor Who fans. From the 1st of November, the Whoniverse will become the official name and dedicated home for all shows within the orbit of Doctor Who, which will live on BBC iPlayer, including a new 6-part series titled Tales of the TARDIS." Now, from my understanding of this 6-part series, there is going to be basically a... I think it's going to be like basically classic companions and classic Doctors will be coming together to look back at some of their highlights from their eras of Doctor Who. So, for example, we've got like Sylvester McCoy, Pete Davidson, and they're all dressed up as well, I believe, in their kind of costumes as well, in their Doctor costumes. So, yeah, so some of the old companions with their Doctors will be reuniting to look back at some of their adventures during their time in the TARDIS all those years ago in Doctor Who. So yes, that's an original series coming to iPlayer. It is streaming now actually on iPlayer by the time this vlog goes up. But yeah, obviously, as well as all the episodes of Doctor Who on iPlayer, you've also got Torchwood on there, the Sarah Jane Adventures is on there, I believe K9 and Company, I think it's called, is on there as well, and you've even got the spin-off series Class, that is on there as well. And if you want to go behind the scenes of a certain episode of Doctor Who as well, like from the new Doctor Who era from 2005 onwards, then all the episodes of Doctor Who Confidential are all going to be on BBC iPlayer in full as well from the 1st of November. So there is literally a whole back catalogue, hours and hours and hours and hours of content of Doctor Who for you guys to enjoy right now over on BBC iPlayer if you are a fan of Doctor Who like me. I'm probably going to binge watch, you know what, right, if you don't hear from me after these next set of videos are out on YouTube, it's not because I've died, it's genuinely because I've just been sucked into my tablet screen and I'm just watching classic episodes of Doctor Who from the first Doctor onwards, and you might not see me for, I don't know, say the next 25 years when I'm probably a bit more grey and probably got a bit more of a beard on me and stuff like that. Anyway, Monday night I am going to be video calling my friend Kieran very shortly. I'll talk to you about that in a few moments, but as I said in the last link of the vlog, which is now going to happen in this part of the vlog, it's time for me to show what I've got for my dinner this evening on this Monday night. For dinner tonight, I have got some chicken, chips, and garden peas. It is Monday night, and I am just about to grab myself a Pepsi Max, an unopened bottle of Pepsi Max, which I got earlier today from the shop, because I thought I would have gone through 2 drinks whilst at the cinema, but clearly I just went through the 1 bottle, which is perfectly fine. Anyway, I am just about to have a video call with my friend Kieran on this Monday night. Now, the reason being I didn't call him last night was because he had something else going on, family related wise, so therefore we had to push back my video call with him to right now. Anyway, it is 8 PM on this Monday night, so I'm just about to give him a video call right now on this Monday night. I think I've said Monday night too many times. It's Tuesday night. It's Halloween. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
To Damon and to Kim as well. So, how are we both?
Very well, yourself?
Yeah, I'm not doing too badly. Kim, how are you doing?
Just eating as always.
Eating as always. That's the only time I seem to vlog at the moment, is when we're just eating food.
Can't finish.
But we've just ordered a McDonald's. This is what I've got for my dinner. Big Mac with a mayo chicken burger as well. Toffee apple pie. And down here, there's some chips in the darkness somewhere. And I've also got a Coca-Cola over there as well. So yeah. And Damon, what did you go for?
Just a Big Mac meal and a double cheeseburger and some chips.
Oh. And Kim, what did you go for?
Big Mac meal.
Big Mac meal. And she did go for chili cheese bites, but the company, they didn't deliver them. So there we go. So the company now need to be sued. But we have been spending, actually, we'll talk very quick actually, we've been spending most of the day today watching movies, haven't we?
Yeah.
So we watched, what did we watch? Bride of Chucky, yes. Then we watched Halloween, the Rob Zombie one from 2007. So Bride of Chucky was Kim's choice. Halloween from 2007 by Rob Zombie was Damon's choice. And then I chose a movie which, for the first time around watching it, which was a couple of months ago, I enjoyed watching. Second time around, it was meh for me. And Damon and Kim didn't really like it, did you?
No.
It was a movie. It was a movie that got released a couple of months ago on Shudder called Sissy. So there was some horror aspects to it, but not a lot. And they kind of made it out to be a bit more like of the princess style weird.
It was terrible, honestly. I give it a 1.
It gives it a 1.
It was just really weird. And like there was no direction or plot really. It wasn't like interesting. It was I don't know.
So yeah, we did watch that. You know what the funny thing is? I did buy that movie the other day to buy again. Oh, David's face. But yeah, I did buy that movie to buy and keep the other day.
You can watch it again.
I can watch it over and over and over again, and then at some point I'll be like, yeah, this film was terrible. Damon and Kim were right eventually in the end. And now I give this film a 1. But yeah, so we've been watching those films today. We're currently on Kim's next choice of film, which is Trick or Treat, which came out in 1986 and stars Ozzy Osbourne as well. So
Legend.
Yeah, the legend that is Ozzy Osbourne. So we're currently watching that whilst we're having our McDonald's takeaway on this Halloween night. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's absolutely...
Oh, ketchup dips, David.
It's absolutely terrible
Ketchup dips.
outside as well,
Yeah,
in terms of the weather. So, yeah, it's a horrible day to go outside. So we're spending it indoors watching some good horror movies. Well, I say good.
Well, the 2 I picked have been good.
But yeah, 2 of Kim's choices that she's picked have been great. Mine and Damon's haven't been great. No, it's been very weak. It's been very weak. So yeah, so that's what we've been doing on this Halloween night. Tuesday night, still Halloween, of course. Happy Halloween, everyone. And I have not long got back from seeing Damon and Kim. I do just want to say a massive thank you to Damon and Kim for today, for meeting up and allowing me to go over to Damon's house, of course, and watch some horror movies with them. Really do appreciate it, and really am looking forward to seeing them again in the next couple of weeks. Not too sure at the moment when the next time will be, when I do see them both. I'm hoping it'll either be towards the end of next week, or maybe the week after. We need to do something for my birthday, I think. Like, maybe go out and celebrate or something. So we might do that in a couple of weeks' time. So it definitely won't be this week, unfortunately. So yeah, so there we go. Do you all know something actually? I took my bag with me, with my vlogging camera in it today, and I packed quite a lot of snacks, thinking I was going to be mega hungry, but turns out I wasn't. I went over to the shop earlier. I got myself a meal deal at the shop, so I got like this chicken, stuffing and cranberry sauce baguette, with a packet of prawn cocktail Walker's crisps and a Pepsi Max cherry flavored Pepsi Max cherry flavored Pepsi Max. Yeah, and I had that whilst I was at Damon's house, and then I added some extra bits from my snack box that I have in my room. So I had like a packet of, I had 2 packets of crisps. I had an onion rings packet of crisps, like a share bag of onion rings, which I don't share. And I got some cheddar flavoured crisps as well, which I got about a week ago from my workplace. So I packed that in there as well in my bag today. And a couple of weeks ago I did get a milk chocolate bar as well, which I thought I was going to have today, but I didn't. So there we go. So yeah, so technically the 3 snacks that I packed from my snack box earlier today, I didn't even eat at all. So there we go. And I also got myself an extra drink as well from the shop earlier, which was a Sunny D, and which is a juice, an orange juice. And I didn't even drink that neither, so I might drink that very shortly anyway. But yeah, no, aside from that though, I have had a really good time spending time with Damon and Kim, and as always really look forward to meeting up with them again very soon. Also as well, I don't know what was this eye right here. I know this eye is bad, but this eye here, it was very bloodshot, very red. It is still slightly red, but I can see a lot better out of it now than I could around about 12 hours ago. 12 hours ago I was struggling to keep this eye open, and you know, it was stinging, it was painful. It felt like there were sharp pains coming through my eye. And I was literally on the verge of cancelling my meetup with Damon and Kim today, but I thought to myself, you know what, I'm not going to let it get to me. I'm just going to meet up with Damon and Kim and just enjoy Halloween with them. You know, I was looking forward to meeting up with them yesterday, so I don't want to let them down. I'm going to go and meet up with them, and safe to say, to be honest, I did have a good time with them today. So yeah, so I really did enjoy that. Yeah, honestly, it would have been a shame if I had to cancel on them, and then obviously I would have done a big long part of the vlog where I would have gone, so guys, I didn't meet up with Damon and Kim today because my eye, you know, yeah. So there we go. So I may need to get some eye wash or something for this eye, just to try and to scrape out whatever is going on around that eye, because honestly it is very bloodshot and it is a little bit red as well. So I might even maybe put some eye wash in this one as well, just to try and wash it all off and stuff, and maybe try and get rid of whatever this is on my eyelid. So yeah. Anyway, was there anything else I was going to say before I wrap this vlog up? I don't think there was. Anyway, I am going to end this vlog here, because what I am doing this week, for those that don't know, is I'm uploading a video on Monday, I'm uploading a video on Wednesday, and then I'm uploading a video on Friday. So obviously this episode you've got everything that I've been up to on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday's episode you'll see what I'm up to on Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday's vlog you'll see what I get up to on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so that is coming up for you this week on my channel. And like I said before, my movie wrap up for this week will be coming up on Sunday this weekend as well, which is Sunday the 12th of November. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section down below, and as always, feel free to hit that subscribe button if you are new around here to become a Stevo. I'll be back with your next YouTube video again on Wednesday this week, but until then though, it's goodbye, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys again in my next YouTube video.